Hello my friends. Today we're talking about the bridge, and first I had to introduce my thumb. I hurt myself. Watch out for your fingers. But we start from the end, like it's already strung up. But I want to show you a little bit where should the bridge be put. It sounds like a very simple question, but we rehearse it. There's always something to learn. Well, the sound post is of course in there. And you see the sound post is situated a little bit inside of the bridge foot. I like the D string behind the bridge to be on an octave from the A. And this occurs when, approximately 52 millimeters between the bridge and the tailpiece. Then as I explained before, I think the nicks should be in the F hole. The nicks should split the bridge in two halves. So the line here should be exactly in the middle of the bridge foot. And one way of testing it is to take a knife, the back of the knife, can you hear it's slightly higher here than at the sides? Why I tell you this is because sometimes the nicks or the whole F hole is put on by other principals, and these nicks might not be at the high point. It might be 1 or 2 millimeters up or down. And if they are, I think the place where the tone is higher should be regarded as the right spot to put the bridge, not where the neck is cut. Then we have the raw bridge, and the next question would be, how thick should this be? I use the Barca Super Deluxe, which I found to be the superior bridge manufacturer. They are extremely hard, which means, you can understand that it should be pretty thin actually, but since a too hard bridge doesn't move, it's easy to see, make it 2 centimeters and it will be a lump of wood. It has to have a certain flexion, both this way and that way. And the whole series I'm making is about taking off when the tone is higher. So if I hold these two, this is the bridge I cut for this violin, and this is the raw whatever. So if I have to be quite close to the microphone here. Oops. I can do it with a knife. Can you hear it's higher here than here? So what we have to do is to simply shave off with a plane until we reach the right tone. What's the right tone then? Well, as I see it, the right tone is when we can match this pitch with this. Maybe it's hard to hear, but you have to try yourself. I try to bring the microphone close. We can try with this one, which should be way too high. And of course, don't go with a knife or nail, fingernail, anything, but you can hear. Dot, 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 dot. So that's how to make the thickness of the bridge. Then comes the fitting, of course. I mean, it's just to make it as good as possible, so it really rests here. And of course, I cut with a knife. I don't bring it back and forth on the sandpaper. It's well, it's a quick way, but I don't think it's a very good way. A good violin. So that is to make the thickness of it, and then comes cutting out in these areas. You see, it's quite different, these two. Well, slippery hands. Oh gosh, like this. And there are, since we now have this tone, we try to bring this tone to the whole concept. So we first make the tone the same all over on this surface, and believe me, it's you hear it's higher here. That means take off, and you get that arch on the front. I save the back almost flat, but I cut away. I make some plain moves here to make a tiny belly on the back up here, just to prevent it from being bent backwards when it's done. So then we make the whole area, this area, follow that pitch, and then we bring this pitch also to this pitch. And when we do that, we experience that it will be a slight curve on the underside here. And that pitch, of course, goes to all the way into here and here. So we match this one with this one and that one. And of course, going from here to here and have the same pitch like this or this all the way around here. And all the way out here. And I mean, I've seen bridges very a lot of fantasy in the bridge cutting, but when you do it this way, about this form appears, and there is something to think about when you lower the bridge later on, because when you start on a new violin with a slightly higher bridge and the string tension brings the fingerboard down, you have to lower the bridge. But if you lower the bridge, you will experience that in this area here, in the waist, the tone will go up when you go here. And that has an effect on the tone. It's not so hard to understand that if you have a lower point of movement here, if you have the same distance here, that will be stronger in comparison to how it was before. The momentum will have much more power up here than here. So what you have to do is retune this area of the bridge when you lower the bridge. And that is, well, the player notice it as they cannot really get into the string. The bow is not going into, you don't get a grip, and the tone doesn't start with a click. It's more like you have to form the tone before you get it. So it's very important to have the tuning all around here and retune it when you load the bridge. Then we come to these tongues that goes into these kidneys, or whatever you call them, and you have to like keep the tuning all the way in here and up there. That is actually easier to hear when you strung up the instrument and you have it under tension. And this part, if you tune this one and that one, of course, the effect it has is that it brings clarity to the tone, and it becomes more I try to explain it like if you have the overtones going like this, very separate, but still you can define a tone, but it's not really like clean on the top. You want it to go like this and be one tone, and that is what these tongues are doing. So if you continue with the tuning all the way in here and up there, that will be better for this cleanness of the tone. Yeah, well, that's about it. All the best.